What is
Purushottam
special?
Mass, Prabhuji.
Okay, Purushottam Mass. What is this Purushottam Mass? What is Purushottam Mass?
Because of the time difference between the lunar and the solar calendars, we get an extra 30 days in our calendar. So that is supposed to be the most auspicious time for all of us to uh, what do you call do more bhakti and get more bonus points on our punya bhakti, Prabhuji. That is, we get an opportunity to score on our bhakti and do more service and more service to Krishna.
Right.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, please continue. Tell me, who knows about Purushottam Mass? What is Purushottam Mass? What is the Purushottam Mass? Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else? Anybody devotees heard about Adhika Mass, Purushottam Mass? Okay. So Adhika Mass or Purushottam Mass, technically. Okay, they generally normal public call it Adhika Mass, but devotees call it Purushottam Mass. Okay, it's a month. It's a, what happens is that every 3 to 4 years, because of the time gap between the solar calendar and the lunar calendar, we have to reconcile the solar and the lunar calendars. Okay, we have to bring them back to one starting point. That's why there's an additional month that's added. That's called as the Adhika Mas. Adhika means extra. So one day what happened is Adhika Mas, there's a Devi for this Adhika Mas. So she went crying to Lord, to Brahma. And Lord Brahma took her to Vaikunta. And Lord Vishnu said, what is the problem? She said, everybody calls me Adhika Mas, that you are extra month. You are not needed. We don't like you because in this month we cannot do any marriages, any kind of Griha Pravesh, all of this, because you're extra month. You're not an auspicious month. We don't want you. So we're talking very badly about me like this. I'm feeling very sad. She says that. So then Lord Vishnu says, let's do one thing. Let's go to Golok Vrindavan. So Lord Vishnu, along with the Devatas and the Adhikamas Devi, they will all go to Golok Vrindavan to see Krishna. And then Lord Krishna, he will say, okay, what is the problem? She says that, everybody teases me that I am Adhikamas. I'm extra month. I don't like to be called as extra. Then Lord Krishna says, anybody who comes to Golok Vrindavan, they don't cry. It's only enjoyment and bliss here. So because you came here, I'm going to give you my name. So this month is no longer called Adhika Mas. It's called as Purushottam Mas. Means it's my name. Completely Krishna's name only. Adhika Mas is called. Very powerful. He says that this month is going to be non-different from me. So starting from 17th of May, right? It is non-different from Krishna. Purushottam month, Adhika Mas. It is Purushottam. Just like how Krishna is so merciful, this month is also very merciful. Even if we do a little bit of devotional service also, it will be magnified thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of times. Even if you do a little bit of bhakti, it will go a long, 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 long way. Okay? So this is called
we like the ghee lamp also, I think. Because every day we do the aarti, right? I think all our sins get washed away performing this ritual is what I remember.
Yeah, you're talking about Damodar month, maybe, no? Damodar month and Adhik Mas are different. Damodar month comes every year. That is also very powerful. That is Radharani's month. That is for devotional service, pure devotional service. This month is called as the Adhik Mas, which happens only once in 3 years. This comes only once in 3 years.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, then during this time we can't perform Satyanarayana Puja and all, Prabhuji?
See, ritualistic puja is not performed generally, like, Griha Pravesha, etc., etc. But Lord Vishnu's worship can always be done. There's no thing like that.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Ritualistic things should not be done, like, starting something new, or going to starting a war or something like that. Okay, I mean, ritualistic activities should not be done. I mean, entering into a new house like that. Is that okay?
Yes,
All
Prabhuji.
right. Amazing, wonderful. Start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, devotees. So welcome back. It's a little bit of gap that we had in between. It was a little busy traveling here and there. So got back to the track now. So thank you very much for joining back. Continue our 12th chapter. Okay, 12th chapter. 12th chapter, very important chapter, right? Pure devotional service, Bhakti Yoga. And the topic that we are going to be starting is also very, 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 very special. It is about the qualities. What qualities a devotee should have, or put in other words, what are the qualities that Krishna gets attracted to? Okay, as it is a very, very deep and very interesting topic. Okay, so what we did so far was, just a very quick recap. Arjuna asked Krishna whether impersonal worship is better or personal worship is better. And Krishna answered, which one is better? Which worshipper is better? Personal worshipper or impersonal worshipper?
Personal.
Personal worshipper. And then Krishna talks about a direct path and an indirect path. How many of you remember the direct path and indirect path? Yes. Direct path and indirect path. How many of you remember that? What is the two paths to Krishna?
Direct path is bhakti, direct bhakti, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Offering one's mind and intelligence
Yeah. How does
entirely
it
to
descend?
Krishna.
What's the topmost stage and how does it descend? Yeah.
This is you offer your mind and intelligence to Krishna. And if you're not able to do that, then you go for the sadhana bhakti, Prabhuji. And then the various steps are there. If you're not able to do sadhana bhakti, then you do Krishna karma, Krishna karma. If you're not able to do that, you do some punya karma. Then, if you're not able to do that, also you cultivate knowledge.
Knowledge.
And meditation, dhyana is better than knowledge, and better
Right.
than meditation is renunciate your the fruits of your prescribed duties, so that you attain peace.
Correct. And which path did Krishna recommend to Arjuna? The direct path or the indirect path?
Direct path.
Direct path.
Direct path. Okay. So Prabhupada says this, as far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, it is a direct method that is stressed. Everyone is advised to take the direct method and surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. See, why I'm saying is renouncing the fruits of activity is like, social service, and jnana is like impersonal knowledge, meditation, etc. And this will give peace of mind. No doubt, it will give some purification and peace of mind. But that's an indirect path. It's eventually we'll reach Krishna. But Krishna says, always fix your mind on Krishna. That's like always 24/7 we should fix our mind on Krishna. That's the best. If we can't do that, we should practice the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. If we can't do that, then we should do temple service, Krishna karma. We should support the Krishna conscious mission of preaching, of temple worship. Krishna service should go on, right? That's the thing. Clear? So this is what we discussed. Now we're come to this now. This is what we discussed. After that's done, Krishna is going to talk about all the important qualities that attract him. Which devotee does he like the most? So we may be thinking, whom does Krishna like? Right? Whom does Krishna like? Which devotee does he like? How do we know whom does he like? Who is his favorite devotee? How do we know that? Do we have any qualities which is attracting Krishna? Right? So this is very important. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say this, okay? Wherever somebody goes to the temple, right? He used to ask them, did you finish your eye exercise? Eye exercise. People didn't used to understand. What is eye exercise? Eye exercise means seeing from top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, like that. That exercise. Have you finished that? He used to ask. Then people used to be puzzled. What is this meaning of the eye exercise? Says he, because he used to say, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, there's no use of you coming to the temple, seeing, everybody wants to go, say, I want to take darshan, I want to take darshan. People stand in queue for 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours also in Tirupati, right, to get darshan. So we want to take darshan of the Lord. We want to see Lord. We want to see deity. We want to see the deity. Okay, but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying that is not what is important. It's not important that you want to see God. Okay, it's what is important is you work in such a way that God wants to see you. Understand what he's trying to say? We have to work in such a way that God wants to see you, right? For example, so this happens, no? Let us say there is a very celebrity person. Okay, there's a big person, or like, there's a chief minister or prime minister, etc. Okay, so of course, when he comes, when a celebrity comes, everybody wants to rush. That's a natural feeling, no? Whenever, when very big spiritual master or when a Maharaj comes, or somebody very big personality comes, we naturally get attracted. We want to go and we want to see. We want to go, we want to see, we'll jump, we'll push, and we'll say, give me autograph, give me photograph, we'll take a selfie, everything. Correct? But the point, what is more important? Should we work in such a way that the Prime Minister wants to see us and give us Padma Bhushan, etc., and wants to talk to us and say, thank you so much. You did such a nice work. You have been such a nice citizen. And here is your award. Thank you for your good work. Is that the right thing? Or we should be just, when Modi comes, we'll just jump and just, push and, say, sir, I like you. Let me take a selfie. Which one is better? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Which one is better?
First one is better.
First one is better, no? You work in such a way that the Prime Minister wants to see you. He says that, wow, actually you did a very nice job. You saved somebody's life. Okay, here is the award. You worked so hard. You did so much. You uplifted the nation so nicely. So I'm giving you Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri. Here is my photograph. So let's take a photograph together. That is the right attitude of work. Rather than just jumping and saying, like, here is a celebrity. Let me see. Let me enjoy. Let me take a selfie. I'll go to the temple. I'll take a selfie with Lord. And see, I'm with Krishna. Not like that. Krishna won't see like that. We should work in such a way that Krishna sees us. We should do devotional service, bhakti in such a way. We should do preaching in such a way, devotion in such a way, so nicely that Krishna should feel that. Krishna should see this devotee is so nice devotee, such a nice devotee. I want to see him. Like that. There's a nice pastime also, no? Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come to take darshan. And he used to come and take darshan near the Garuda Stamba. To Lord Jagannath, he used to take darshan. And he used to hide behind the Garuda, and he used to be taking darshan. Any idea why he used to do that? Right? Any idea why? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say, I'm such an insignificant devotee that Krishna will not see me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying I'm an insignificant person and Krishna will not see me, doesn't want to see me at all. Why he should see me? But he wants to see his pure devotee, who is Garuda. He's always seeing Garuda. So if I stand beside Garuda, Krishna will see Garuda and say, who is this person beside Garuda? And then he will see me like that, right? So this should be our mood. Trunadapi sunichena tarurapi saishna. We should think of ourselves as nothing. I'm not at all I'm very insignificant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying I'm not a devotee at all. He's Radha Krishna person. He's Radha Krishna himself. He has the pure love of God, right? That whatever Radharani has, he has got that Mahabhava Prakash. So, but he says, I think I'm not a devotee at all. So we should be thinking like that. We should think very insignificant about our devotional service. Okay, then if we think like that, then Krishna gets attracted to us. So similarly, we should have some nice qualities, good qualities. These are very, very divine qualities we are going to be talking about. These divine qualities will attract Krishna. Krishna will get attracted to those devotees who are having these qualities. So it's not just simply enough to say I'm a devotee, and even if somebody is initiated or not initiated, or when somebody is advanced or not advanced, the advancement is in good qualities. When somebody has good qualities, we know that he is advanced. When somebody doesn't have good qualities, then he's just a beginner. You see, let's see all these qualities now. Who wants to read this? First one, Advesta Sarvabhutana. Advest, yeah, go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Dhanapradhan.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I joined a little late, so
No problem.
a long time.
Read this, please. Yes.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Advesta sarva bhutanam matraha maitraha karuna evacha nirmamo nirhankara samadukha sukha kshami संतुष्टः सतातं योगी यतात्मा
Dhruda Nishtaya.
यतात्मा दृढनिश्चया मय्यार्पिता मनोबुद्धिर् यो मद्भक्ता से मे प्रियः. Synonyms, word to word meaning.
You can just read the translation.
Okay, sir. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who is not envious but is a kind of friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Roji. You can read the purport also, yes.
Sure. Coming again to the point of pure devotional service, the Lord is describing the transcendental qualification of a pure devotee in these two verses. A pure devotee is never disturbed in any circumstances, nor he is envious of anyone, nor does a devotee become his enemy's enemy. He thinks the person is acting as my enemy due to my own past misdeeds. So it is better to suffer than to protest. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.8, it is stated, Tatte nukampam su samiksha manu bhunjana evatma kritam vipakkam. Whenever a devotee is in distress or has fallen into difficulty, he thinks that it is the Lord's mercy upon him. He thinks thanks to my past misdeeds, I should suffer far greater than I am suffering now. So it is by the mercy of the Supreme Lord that I am not getting all the punishment I am due. I am just getting a little by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is always claimed quiet and patient despite many distressful conditions. A devotee is also always kind to everyone, even to his enemy. Nirmama means that does not attach much a devotee does not attach much importance to the pains and trouble pertaining to the body, because he knows perfectly well that he is not the material body. He does not identify with the body. Therefore, he is freed from the conception of false ego and is equipoised, equipoised in happiness and distress. He is tolerant and he is satisfied with whatever comes by the grace of Supreme Lord. He does not endeavor much to achieve something with great difficulty. Therefore, he is always joyful. He is completely perfect mystic because he is fixed in the instructions received from the spiritual master, and because his senses are controlled, he is determined. He is not swayed by false arguments, because no one can lead him from the fixed determination of devotional service. He is fully conscious that Krishna is the eternal Lord, so no one can disturb him. All these qualifications enable him to fix his mind and intelligence entirely on the Supreme Lord. Such a standard of devotional service is undoubtedly very rare, but a devotee becomes situated in that stage by following the regulative principles of devotional service. Furthermore, the Lord says that such a devotee is very dear to him, for the Lord is always pleased with all his activities in full Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Such
much.
a beautiful verses. All of these are very beautiful verses. Actually, we will find all of these qualities in the spiritual masters and very pure devotees. Advesta sarvabhutana maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukka sukha kshami santushta satatam yogi yatatma drudha nishchayaha mayarpita manobuddhir yomad bhakta same priyaha. We will see this last line repeating again and again. Okay, yomad bhakta same priyaha means that devotee is very dear to me. Yomad bhaktaha same priyaha. That such a devotee. So we'll see Krishna will be repeating this line and saying, such a devotee is very dear to me. Such a devotee is very dear to me. And the standard that Krishna is expecting is very, 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 very high. Extremely, very high standards Krishna expects. Okay. So, and the pure devotees, they actually get all of these qualities. They actually have all of these qualities. Okay, we can see in Srimad Bhagavatam, we can get so many examples of devotees of Krishna who are having all of these qualities. So who is not envious but very kind to all living entities. I'm just thinking about some examples. If something comes to your mind, please also just prompt it. Okay, Yudhishthir Maharaj. Yudhishthir Maharaj is also called as what? He's called as he has no enemy, no Ajata Shatru. His name is Ajata Shatru, means his enemy is not born. That means he doesn't have enemies. How can a political person, a king, not have enemies? He doesn't have any. Even Duryodhana cannot hate Yudhishthir Maharaj. He has reasons to hate Arjuna. He has reasons to hate Bhima. But even if he wants to, he cannot hate Yudhishthir Maharaj. Because he's so kind, and he's such a nice person. He is. Okay, like that. One who does not think of himself as a proprietor and is free from false ego. Whatever they do, Parikshit Maharaj, for example, Prithu Maharaj has achieved so much, right? He does so much, he does so much of achievement. Rishabhadev also. So despite of such great achievements also, they just think that they're very insignificant, servants of the Lord. They don't have any proprietorship. And happiness and distress also, they are tolerant, always satisfied. Whom can you think of? Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is being put into so many difficulties, trying to kill him. But he's equal there. He's very satisfied. He's very tolerant. Who can be more tolerant than Prahlad Maharaj? Isn't it? his father tried to kill him in so many different ways. But Prahlad was so tolerant, isn't it? How can somebody be so tolerant? I mean, it's like the peaks, right? You not have heard of any story or anybody was tolerated as much as Prahlad Maharaj. And even at the end also, when Lord is asking what is the boon that you want, he doesn't hate his father. He's just saying, how can you liberate my father? Like that he was asking for the boon. That is called tolerance, right? Very satisfied. Always satisfied. And devotees are very satisfied, self-controlled, right? And they're engaged in devotional service with determination, 24/7 thinking about Krishna. Such devotee is very rare and is very dear to me. This is a beautiful reference. Tattenu kampam susamikshmano bunjana evatmakritam vipakam hridvagvapurbir vidadan namaste jive tayo mukti pade sadaya bhak. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon me, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. Yeah, Santa Tukaram. Yeah, all the pure devotees of the Lord. So this is a very instructive verse. The pure devotee is always waiting for the causeless mercy of the Lord and patiently suffering the reactions of the past misdeeds. So every one of us are suffering in one way or the other, and there is some kind of suffering, 3 types of suffering. But we have to very patiently suffer without complaining, without decrying the Lord or his creation. We should not decry God. We should not say, God is so cruel, he has done this to me. How can God do this to me? God doesn't have any heart. This is called decrying. Or decrying the decrying the creation of the Lord is also an offense. If you say that this world is just an illusion, it's Maya, Jagat Mithya. This world is completely Mithya and I have nothing to do with this world. That is also decrying the creation of the Lord. We should not be doing that. We should just remember it is a past misdeed. My enemy, my insult, my discomfort is just my past karma in front of me. That's all. It's not even the person who is inflicting these problems. Is not the person. This person is inflicting these problems to me because of my past karma. And once my past karma is finished, the other opposite person will not do anything to me. Everybody is a puppet of karma, like that. So like that we should be, so that we become eligible for the liberation. So devotee, he thinks, thank you. I should suffer far greater, but I'm suffering now. Prabhupada says this. If the finger gets cut, the devotee thinks, actually, my hand should have got cut off completely in this accident. But I'm so lucky, only small finger cut has happened. That is how devotee thinks. But somebody who's not in a devotional mood would think, why did I get this finger cut? Why did I get this finger cut? I should not even have got this finger cut also. I was so perfect. That is non-devotional mood. But a pure devotee would think, actually, you know what? I should have died. My hand should have got cut. Because I'm such a sinful person. I don't know how many sins I've committed in this lifetime and in the previous lifetime. Actually, I'm a very sinful person. That is how pure devotees think. You see, there's a difference between a normal person and a pure devotee. For example, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita is introducing himself and saying, you know what? I'm such a sinful person. If anybody sees me or remembers my name also, they have to take a bath in Ganga. I'm so sinful. Actually, I'm more sinful than Jagai and Madai. And I'm so fallen. I'm more fallen than the worm in the stool. This is Chaitanya Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami saying. Such a pure devotee. Like that, we should have the mindset. Such a devotee, Krishna will like. Right? Even in distressful situation, also calm, quiet, and patient. We have seen so many stories of Prabhupada disciples who have tolerated so much. The devotees who went to Russia, who went to preach there, they were repeatedly jailed. They were repeatedly tortured. They were repeatedly beaten. But still, they continued to distribute the books of Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita, and continue to preach. to such an extent that they were even exiled to Siberia jail, and they even died out of, there was one devotee who died in the Siberian jail, in the exile also. So then also they are only thinking that they don't think anything bad about the jailer also. The jailer every day used to come and hit that person, okay? This Russian devotee. And he used to come and every day come and hit. He will just thrash him very badly and go home. And he used to say this, I don't know, every day if I don't beat you and go home, I feel bad. I go to my wife and tell that, I smashed him today. Then I feel good. So that's why you are here, you are my punching bag. Every day I beat you and go home. That's all. That's how they used to hit, and the devotees used to take. Again, they used to leave them, and again they used to be distributing books, and they used to be coming into the prison again. So many distressful conditions a devotee takes. Very kind to everybody, even to his enemy. There's the Pura Talvar. It's called as Qureshi. He's from the Tamil Nadu. He was he took the he disguised as his spiritual master Ramanujacharya, and that time there was a fanatic Shaivite king who ordered Ramanujacharya to come to his place. So this person Kura Talvar went in the disguise of Ramanujacharya, and that fanatic person, the fanatic king, said, "Sign that Shiva is the greatest in the world." Then he doesn't sign. Qureshi, who is in the disguise of Ramanujacharya. King is thinking he's talking to Ramanujacharya. He says, if you don't sign, I'm going to blind your eyes. Then he says, what? It's not you to blind my eyes. I want to blind my eyes myself, because I've seen such a sinful person like you who is insulting the pure devotees and the Lord. I think I should just immediately, put my eyes, I should remove my eyes. So the person comes and he orders that his eyes be removed. And in the court, they put hot iron into the eyes, and he loses his vision. And the other devotee who is along with him, he dies also on the way. So then Ramanujacharya, when he goes to meet Ramanujacharya, he loses his vision. Ramanujacharya says, go to the temple, go talk to the Lord and tell him that I want my vision back. You'll get your vision back. Then he goes to the Lord to visit the temple. He goes inside and he comes back. Then he asks, Ramanujacharya asked, okay, what did you ask? What did you ask? Did you ask for your vision? Then Qureshi says, no. Then what did you request? He said, I asked for a wish. What's the wish? He said, this sinful person, this fanatic Shaivite king, I wanted him to get liberation. I asked the Lord that, Lord, please don't be upset with him. Please give him liberation. That is my request to you. I didn't ask for my vision. You see, even to enemy also, a pure devotee is kind, right? Are you understanding the depth of these devotees? Right? This is very, very deep. Okay. I don't know. Not in my reach for sure. Okay. But very nice to talk about, right? So nirmama means that a devotee does not attach much importance to the pains and trouble to the body. So even though so much of trouble, Prabhupada has preached. So at the age of 69, he went to the West and he preached. He could have been happily staying in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is such a nice place. And Prabhupada was retired. He was a sannyasi. He had a very nice room in Radha Damodar temple. How many of you been to Radha Damodar temple? Very nice room, nice prasadam arrangement. I mean, he used to cook his own food just outside Rupa Goswami's Samadhi Mandir. Everything was so perfect. Okay, he could have had nice bhajan. He could have just chanted his rounds every single day, took the darshan of Krishna, read Bhagavatam, and have a very happy retired life. But he chose the difficult path. He went in a cargo ship to the West to preach. You see, this is nirmama. That is the pure devotees, right? So they are very joyous and they are completely perfect mystics. Santusta satatam yogi. And they are druda vrataha. That means their senses are controlled and is determined. A pure devotee is 100% determined that I shall carry out this mission. That's it. Just like, our spiritual master, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, when anybody asks him, Guru Maharaj, please give me some instructions. He doesn't give any instructions. He says only one thing. He says, my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, has given me so many instructions. I would like you to simply follow that, help me fulfill those instructions. Jayapataka, Guru Maharaj was instructed by Srila Prabhupada to distribute 10,000 big books and 1 lakh small books in a month. So he says, can you help me with that? Can you help me with 10 books? Out of the 10,000 target that I have, to help me with 10 books, distribute 10 books. Out of that 1 lakh target, help me with 100 small books. Help me at least with 1 book per month. Help me. That is my instruction. I don't have any other separate instruction. Like that, he gives instructions to us. Now, every time you ask him, he will only say, Prabhupada said this. Prabhupada said this. He's only thinking about how can I unlimitedly increase the Krishna conscious movement. Prabhupada told me this. That's all. Completely determined, following fixed in the instructions received from the spiritual master. Right? So nobody can disturb such pure devotees. Right? This is a very, very high standard of devotional service. Right? So, but we can establish that stage by following the regulative principles of the devotional service. See, this is the point. No, Krishna was saying, always keep your mind and intelligence upon me, the topmost level. I told you the direct method, right? The topmost level. We can come to that level only by practice, only by following the regulative principles of devotional service. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, bhakti rules have to be followed. This is the only way to get to this stage. Otherwise, there's no shortcut to getting there. Simple. Okay. This is the one. Anybody wants to add anything to that? Okay, let's go to the next verse. Next verse, anybody wants to read this?
May I, Prabhu?
Yeah, please.
Yasmano dvijate loko, lokano dvijate chayah, harshamarsha bhayodvegai, muktoya sacha me priya. Synonyms, may I read synonyms, Prabhu?
Not required. Yeah, translation important.
Translation. He by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety is very dear to me. Purport. A few of devotees' qualifications are furthermore described. No one is put into difficulty, anxiety, fearfulness, or dissatisfaction by such a devotee. Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way as to put others into anxiety. At the same time, if others try to put a devotee into anxiety, he is not disturbed. It is by the grace of Lord that he is so practiced that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. Actually, because a devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional service, such a material circumstances cannot move him. Generally, a materialistic person becomes very happy when there is something for his sense gratification and his body. But when he sees that others have something more for their sense gratification and he hasn't, he is sorry and envious. When he is expecting some retaliation from an enemy, he is in state of fear, and when he cannot successfully execute something, he becomes rejected. A devotee who is always transcendental to all these disturbances is very dear to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Let's see. This is very interesting. A materialistic person becomes very happy when there is something for his sense gratification, isn't it? Generally when we have some nice food, nice things, nice sense gratification, we feel happy, right? But when he sees that others have something for their sense gratification, he's sorry and envious. Doesn't it happen? Isn't enviousness there in us? When we see that a brother or sister or our neighbor or our friend or colleague has gone ahead of us, right? Or somebody who is along with us has gone ahead of us, we feel like, oh, he's got a better standard of life. He has gone so ahead of us now. We were sitting on the same bench, but now he's so ahead of me. and we feel envious. I mean, if the neighboring state becomes much better, then people will become envious, isn't it? Brothers and sisters become envious, right? Relatives become envious, isn't it? So when others are getting better sense gratification, we become envious. Oh, he's become a very big officer. He's become IAS now. Oh, this guy is so rich now. Then, if he's expecting some retaliation from enemy, he's in the state of fear. When enemy is coming to attack, a normal person becomes fearful. And when he's not able to do something, he becomes dejected. These are all normal people, normal feeling of normal people. But a devotee is transcendental to all of this. Yasman no dvijate loko, loka no dvijate yaha, harsham harsha bhayodvegair mukta yas sacha me priyaha. One who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety is very dear to me. Happiness because of sense gratification, distress because of others' happiness. One who becomes unhappy when others become happy, or one who becomes happy when others become happy, or one who wants only himself to be happy, not others to be happy. So, yeah, different type of people, right? Fearful when enemy is attacking, anxiety, right? When not or dejected when he's not able to do something, right? So, but like how Srila Prabhupada, he just went on. That's it, without any dejection. He just kept going, and then he established 108 temples all over the world. He didn't get any help from his god brothers. He asked for help to so many people, but he didn't get any help, from his god brothers to establish his god. So, but he single-handedly, he wrote all the books. He used to be waking up all the night. During the day, it was not possible for him to write all of these books, okay? Because he had so many visitors. He had to talk so many people. Morning time, there'll be visitors. He used to like talking to so many guests. So have debates, arguments, discussions, all of that. In the night, midnight, when everybody slept, right? He used to be waking all the night and writing books. These books that we are reading, right? That's how he wrote all of these books. Right? So he was never disturbed by. There was no expectation. He didn't expect that somebody will praise. He said that there'll be a day when everybody will recognize, okay, what is the difference that I made in the world? Okay, one day the world will realize what is the importance of Krishna consciousness movement, because people don't understand so easily. What is God consciousness? What is Krishna consciousness? When Prabhupada is talking about pure devotional service, when he's giving such a direct, straight message of Bhagavad Gita delivered to us, like I said in the beginning, we have indirect process, direct process. Most of the people are stuck in the indirect process, and they think indirect process is the direct process. They don't even have clarity who is God, or they don't have any clarity about how to worship God. They don't have clarity about what is pure devotional service. Everybody is more or less lost. Where Prabhupada gave the straight, direct instruction to us, just simply giving us only clarity, giving us the direct method of Bhagavad Gita. So we should be eternally, we are indebted to Srila Prabhupada and to this Guru Parampara. It's actually helping us to progress, right? So all the, there's so many acharyas whom we can talk about, so many pure devotees, so many stories of the pure devotees who underwent so much, and they are transcendental to all of these mundane feelings. Okay, let's go to the next one. If anybody has anything to add, please you can add. Okay, anytime, no problem. Anapeksha suchir daksha udasino gatavyatah sarvaramba parityagi yo mad bhakta same priyaha. Anybody wants to read the translation in purport?
May I, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Translation. My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. Purport. Money may be offered to a devotee, but he should not struggle to acquire it. If automatically by the grace of the Supreme, money comes to him, he is not agitated. Naturally, a devotee takes a bath at least twice in a day and rises early in the morning for devotional service. Thus is naturally clean both inward and outwardly. A devotee is always expert because he fully knows the essence of all activities of life and he is convinced of the authoritative scriptures. A devotee never takes the part of a particular party, therefore he is carefree. He is never pained because he is free from all designations. He knows that his body is a designation, so if there are some bodily pains, he is free. The pure devotee does not endeavor for anything which is against the principles of devotional service. For example, constructing a big building requires great energy, and a devotee does not take to such business if it does not benefit him by advancing his devotional service. He may construct a temple for the Lord, and for that he may take all kinds of anxiety, but he does not construct a big house for his personal relations. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So yeah, this is a very important point, very interesting also what Prabhupada is saying here, right? So it says this anapekshaha, neutral. He is not, inclined to any sectarian or any party like that. Suchihi is very clean. A devotee takes bath twice a day. I mean, as devotees, we are expected to take bath twice a day. Okay, we are supposed to keep ourselves clean. Externally and internally. Externally clean by bathing twice, internally clean by chanting the Lord's names. Daksha, expert. A pure devotee is an expert. Right? We have seen Bhaktivinoda Thakur was an expert in writing poems. Right? He's written so many beautiful Bangla poems and even Sanskrit poems. Right? Udasina, 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 Vadasina. Let's see what's the meaning of Udasina. Udasina means who is free from care. Okay, he's not very worried about any care, or he's not very worried about himself. Gatavyataha, Gatavyataha, freed from all distress. There's no distress there. Sarvaramba Parityagi, he's given up material activities. Okay, he's not striving for some reason. Whatever comes, he takes. Like Madhavendra Puri, you heard about the story of Madhavendra Puri? Srila Madhavendra Puri, he's the spiritual master of Ishwarapuri. Ishwarapuri is the spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Madhavendra Puri, he had a vow. You know what it is? He won't ask anybody for food. He won't ask for food. So he'll be simply chanting, that's all. He'll go to the temple, he will take darshan, and he will dance in ecstasy in front of the Lord. He will sing, dance in ecstasy, and that's all. He'll come back to his, he doesn't even have a kutir. Okay, he'll just maybe under a tree or something. That's it. And if somebody calls him and says, Maharajji, did you have something? Please have this prasad. Then he'll have it. Otherwise, he will not even ask for food. He will not even say Bhavati Vikshamde. He will not ask for alms. So please kindly give me some food, some grains. He won't ask also food. If one day if he gets food, he will eat it. If he doesn't get food, he will just remain like that. That's so such pure devotees, this is, of course, I'm not talking, we cannot imitate. I'm not asking you to imitate. We cannot imitate. Okay, this is this is an extraordinary level. This level is attained by extraordinary sadhana. We cannot imitate. Okay, so, but pure devotees are like that. They're not striving for any result. Whatever comes to them, they take it. That's it. They're not running behind something. Actually, opposite to there are some kind of spiritual people these days we see who are very, very crazy about getting more and more followers. And they keep a marketing team, they keep YouTube channel, Instagram channel, they'll be sending podcast messages, mobile apps. See, Madhavendra Puri, pure devotees, they are not like that. They're opposite. Okay, even I remember Anadi Jagannath Prabhu once told me this. Okay, wherever there is a fame, somebody is praising you, do one thing, just run away from there. He said, just don't stay there for a minute. Don't let anybody praise you, he said. You see. So that is the mood of a pure devotee. Madhavendra Puri, for him, Krishna stole the kheer. And when he got to know, he felt very happy. But immediately he thought, if the village gets to know that for him Krishna stole the kheer, he'll become famous now. Famous Babaji. Oh, Maharaj, ye Maharaj ji, pata hai? Krishna Bhagwan ne, he has come into the, and he is instructed to, he has stolen one pot of kheer for him. Maharaj ji, Maharaj ji, Maharaj ji. Right? So he immediately thought, oh, I'm getting some, this is going to happen. And he immediately left that place. He didn't stay that place. No, if our modern spiritual people, so-called modern spiritual people with PR organizations and Instagram and mobile apps, who are continuously relaying messages, trying to get more followers, if these people, they will put it on TV, isn't it? That see, Krishna has given me this. Everybody see properly. I'm so great. So everybody come to me. Do you understand how great I am now? This is not the mentality of a pure devotee. It is the opposite. Are you understanding? This kind of a devotee Krishna likes. Madhavendra Puri. Yo na grishyati na dveshti na shochati na kankshasi subha shubha parityagi bhaktiman yas same priyaha. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, neither laments nor desires, one who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. A pure devotee is neither happy nor distressful over material gain or loss, nor is very much anxious to get a son or a disciple, nor is he distressed by not getting them. If he loses anything which is very dear to him, he does not lament. Similarly, if he does not get what he desires, he is not distressed. He is transcendental in the face of all kinds of auspicious, inauspicious, and sinful activities. He is prepared to accept all kinds of risk for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of the devotional service. Such a devotee is very dear to Krishna. Yona Hrishyati na dveshti. Doesn't become very happy, nor becomes very unhappy. Na shochati na kankshati. Very important. Na shochati. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. Na shochati na kankshati means no lamentation of the past, not thinking about the past. Sometimes people are stuck in the past, or sometimes people are stuck in the future. Either we are worried about the past, what has happened, lamenting for it. Array, I should have done this. Or about the future. Oh, what's going to happen? Na shochati na kankshati. Not past, not future, present. Shubha Shubha Parityagi. Shubha Shubha means Ashubha Shubha according to the Vedas. Right? This is auspicious, that is inauspicious, this is auspicious, that is inauspicious, nothing. For a devotee, auspiciousness means Krishna. Inauspiciousness means forgetting Krishna. That's all. Bhaktiman. Bhaktiman. So clear. Bhakti Yoga. Who is full of devotion. Such a devotee is very dear to me. Bhaktiman cha me priya. Samasyatrau cha mitre cha tata manopamanayo sitoshna sukadukeshu samasanga vivarjitaha tulyaninda sutir mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa sthiramatir bhaktiman me priyo naraha. One who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for residence, who is fixed in knowledge and who is engaged in devotional service. Such a person is very dear to me. See, there's a repetition, obviously. But it's not a repetition. We should not consider it as a repetition. Okay, it's perfect. Bhagavad Gita is perfect. If something is repeated, it just means that it is stressed, that it is so important. I mean, if you're seeing some repetition here, you have to be equal to friends and enemies. We have already seen that. Equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress. We already seen that. Fame and infamy, is free from contaminating association, always silent, satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and is engaged in devotion service. Such a person is very dear to me. So the repetition we should not consider it as a repetition. It is just the stressing the fact, what qualities attract Krishna. See, that like I said in the beginning of the class, we should not behave like a immature person trying to get a selfie with a celebrity, pushing the security, and actually so immature it is. A mature person should act in such a way that that person wants to see us. If you want God to see you, right, instead of we becoming very anxious, sometimes we see in the temple also people are pushing. Sometimes they will just cross the queue, they'll just jump the queue, they'll push, they'll do all of these things. So just because they have been standing for a long time, they want to see the Lord. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says it's an eye exercise. Okay, we should stop. I'm not saying don't go to temple, but what is important than going to temple and doing eye exercises? Serving the Lord, right? We should rather go and take a broomstick and clean the temple, or we should rather go sit there and make a flower garland for Krishna, or we should go and serve the devotees there with prasadam, or we should give some Lakshmi as donation there, rather than just going and pushing there and just trying to get attention of everybody and trying to take a selfie with Lord. Oh, the decoration is so beautiful. Let me take a picture of this. I'll take a selfie with Radha Krishna. Decoration is so beautiful today. No, we should act in such a way. There's so many people. The other day I was seeing the boat festival. There were so many devotees who were working in the background very hard. Okay, these are the devotees who are in the temple, the temple brahmacharis. They're working so hard. Actually, Krishna will see them, right? Krishna will see them. Why will he see anybody, who is just come as a guest, who's just coming to enjoy the situation? No, Krishna wants to see these people who are in the background, tirelessly working, all the donors, all those people who have made the temple possible. The temple is standing because of these people, right? All the people who are supporting, all the government people who have given the licenses, all the people who have made the program happen by working very hard, by working for the program. These are the people Krishna wants to see, isn't it? So we should be like that. Okay, our mood should be, how can I improve my devotional service? How can I get good qualities? How can I become a better person? How can I become a better person and a pure devotee at the same time? Not in a material way. Better person means becoming a pure devotee and tolerating the good or bad of life and fixing ourselves in devotional service. Then when we do this, when we do this, Krishna will see. Krishna will see. Right? Prabhupada says you can talk to Krishna. Krishna also says in Bhagavatam to Narada in his previous lifetime, he says, the Kuyogina cannot see me. Kuyogina means yoga means pure devotional service. And somebody who is not doing a pure devotional service in the way they're supposed to be doing, Krishna says they cannot see me. Kuyogina cannot see Krishna because he's Adhokshaja. He cannot see. Because the Yoga Maya, the internal Maya potency will stop our vision from seeing Krishna. Suyogina cannot see. So Suyogina means practicing devotional service nicely, properly, sincerely, determination. They can see Krishna. Just like our, all the spiritual masters, all the masters, acharyas. There used to be some masters who can talk to Krishna. They're talking to Radha Krishna daily. They're getting a message. They're talking, they're seeing. Prabhupada saw Krishna face to face. Like that, they're able to see Krishna. Like that. Okay, and Krishna also wants to see them. Okay. So we should make ourselves eligible that Krishna wants to see us. How to become eligible to make Krishna want to see us is by practicing these qualities. Try to cultivate these qualities. Even, I see in the devotional society also, devotees should seriously improve, of course, including myself. Read these qualities and practice seriously. Being a devotee is not a small thing. We are representing Krishna. We are representing something important. And if we show any bad example, people will immediately say, oh, Krishna devotees are like this. Oh, ISKCON devotees are like this. Oh, this is what Prabhupada taught you. You see, we should not give a chance for anybody to say. It should be the opposite way. Everybody should say that Krishna devotees are so perfect. They're so good. They're so nice people. Correct? A simple thing, when you go to temple or when you meet somebody, whom would you remember more? Somebody who speaks to you nicely in the temple, or somebody who is chanting 64 rounds, or who's chanting all the day? Whom would you really remember from heart? Tell me. Somebody who talks to you nicely in the temple, or somebody who is just very advanced, doing some advanced practices, Nirjala Ekadashi, very advanced practices? Tell me. Who touches your heart? Which devotee touches your heart? Is it somebody who is, master of the scriptures, reciting verses, but very rude and not behaving properly, or somebody who is very kind, very nice person? Tell me, devotees. So when
Kind person.
kind people, yes. When we also go outside, no, if you want to preach, if you want to make some difference in others' lives, be kind to others, be nice to others, even when you're preaching, right? Because people will have an impact when they see somebody nice, okay, somebody who's good, friendly, not somebody who's irritated, not somebody who's criticizing, isn't it? Not somebody who's violent, not somebody who's envious. They actually feel actually upset and down. I mean, they a lot of people, they say, we thought Krishna's devotees are very nice, but I can't believe that this person is here in this temple doing this like this. It's I mean, it's actually removing my faith in Krishna. Understand? It's a big responsibility. You have to be good. Okay. So Prabhupada is saying devotees transcendental to artificial fame, infaming these artificial things, followers, Instagram reels, getting more number of followers, more subscribers. Yes, for preaching, it's good to get more subscribers, more followers, but that should not be the mood, because the influencers, they want more followers, millions of followers. The celebrities, they want more fans. That should not be the mood, isn't it? I want to become a celebrity preacher. Prabhuji, you speak like Amarendra Prabhu. Then yes, thank you. Prabhuji, you are a nice singer. You're like Aindra Prabhu, you sing. Yes, I'm very nice singer. No, this is not why we should be preaching and singing, okay? We should be just helping people, just do the instructions. Whatever Prabhupada said, just chant Hare Krishna in front of the public, and the sincere souls get attracted. They automatically get attracted, okay? From the previous lifetime, they are continuing the devotional service, and they simply hear this chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, they get attracted to devotional service, they become pure devotees. That's all we have to do. We don't have to be Aindra Prabhu or Amarendra Prabhu or any Prabhu, actually. We just have to simply follow the instructions of the spiritual master and do our thing. Okay, devotees? So,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yeah. Good. So, I'll quickly close this and maybe we'll do a recap next time. Ye tu dharmamritam idam yatoktam paryupasate shraddadana matparama bhaktas tetiva me prayaha. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are ativa me priyaha. Ativa me priya means, Prabhupada wrote, very, very, superlative degree. So do you want to become ativa me priya to Krishna? How many of you want to become very, very dear to Krishna? How many of you want to become very, very dear to Krishna? Yes? Then this verse you should follow. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service. Ye tu dharma amritam idam yathoktam paryupasate. Yata uktam means follow as it is. Whatever I said, follow. That's what Krishna is saying. Whatever I say needs to be followed. जैसे बोला है वैसा करना है. अगर प्रभुपाद ने बोला है, अगर spiritual master said do this, it has to be not, there's no debate. जैसा बोला है वैसा करना है. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. Means do as said. చెప్పినట్టు చేయాలి. యథోక్తం But whatever I say, just follow. Those people who just follow what I say with faith, taking me as a supreme, they are very, very dear. Those who follow the imperishable path of devotional service, who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. Okay? We'll stop here, devotees. Hare Krishna. We'll continue again next week. So next week means this Thursday only. We're going to be starting Purushottamma's special program. We're planning some different programs. So please support us in our reaching endeavors, and please bless us that we can be able to reach for more and more devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Okay?
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
pranam.
Dhanat pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dhanat pranams.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
pranam.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.